stripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. For my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say yeah, I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you less it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Bears take over. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Williams. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll go again with Herbert. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
1st and goal at the 1. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Across midfield, and finally brought down at the 38. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
That looked like a 2 deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 40 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score! Touchdown, Chicago! Khalil Herbert, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it's second down. Back to throw, Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen, 81 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now Goff.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing is Williams. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyler Scott, 83 yards. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Takes it to about the 37. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Goff now to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To the air again, Goff. That went behind his man, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Play action. Now Williams. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again here, Williams. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. He's going to try and take off with it. Williams loses the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Jones breaking from the contact. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Swift going to try up the middle. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down and 8. And he'll go down at the 28. Third and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. This is 2nd and 8. They'll go play action here with Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On the end around, here comes Williams. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Goff now looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. In motion goes Raymond. Goff. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. First down, and they go with Swift again. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on second and long. Goff. He finds his man. Complete. It's Gibbs. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Gervon Dexter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 60 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams. Throw left side complete. That's more. And it's going to be another 1st down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half, and yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
That pass complete to Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 51, Lions 14. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't.
He's got a man complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hold on.
To throw is Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. T.J. Edwards in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Back to throw. Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.